Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for a late night video. Video number 2. On your, what would have been a triple threat Friday night, February the 16th, 2024, now is downgraded to a 2 for Friday. Once again, right here on the Killer Demons channel, Killer Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there. You know where they are. Down there in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, great. If you're not, you're a fake-ass bitch. And you need to get slapped in the face a little bit. Get a dose of reality. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to please tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, you need to get slapped in the face and you're SOL. And you know what that means, motherfuckers. Ha ha ha! That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you wish. But you can leave stupid comments, you can go fuck yourself and drown in acid. And, that's pretty much it. Go fuck yourselves. And we move on with that. Alright. Now, like I said, I was gonna do, 3 videos tonight. I did my Ring of Honor review a video ago, so check that out. So, just go back a video after you watch this video. And I was gonna do my TNA review, but I'm gonna leave TNA off for tomorrow, because really there's no wrestling on tomorrow, so I really got nothing to do tomorrow. Besides shoveling snow! It's snowing like crazy outside now. Been that way for the last couple hours, and this thing about 2 to maybe 4 inches. So, almost the exact same thing we got on Tuesday, where it snowed overnight, and then kind of ended early, well, the last one ended early in the afternoon, and then pretty much half of it melted, and then got a little bit left on the ground with mostly ice and everything, but now we got a fresh coat of snow and everything. So, like I said, about 2 to maybe 4 inches of snow, and then it's supposed to, it's ramping up right now, and then it's going to end about 10 o'clock here in the Northeast, in the New York area. Might be more as you go up north to like Boston, and I mean, how much more snow do you need? Because you got a blizzard up there Tuesday, and half that snow ain't gonna be melting anytime soon. And now you got another fresh coat of snow, probably like another 6 inches there, upstate. Long Island just getting bombarded as well. It's not fun, but at least it's overnight and not going, when you wake up, you gotta, it's snowing as soon as you get up. But yeah, so we got a couple more hours of this garbage, and not that I'm going anywhere tomorrow, because it's the weekend, and pretty much I'm off for the weekend anyway, and I'm always off. Most weekends I'm off, and most of the time I'm pretty much out during Saturday anyway. You should go to the studio, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm just gonna chill and shovel some snow, and then pretty much sleep in. Pretty much. Well, I will be doing my TNA review tomorrow right here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it. No Collision tomorrow because of the NBA All-Star game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Sunday's usually Sunday dinner, so be out Sunday, most of the day Sunday anyway. And then Monday is President's Day. For most of us, we don't have to work on Monday. Unless you work in retail, you get holiday pay, but sucks for you. But for honest to God, other people like me that are great people and make more money than you do at a freaking retail job, pretty much off. So, yeah, so pretty much going to be sleeping in most of the weekend, and on President's Day. And then back to work on Tuesday. And that's pretty much it for that. As we're rolling on, we got President's Weekend this weekend, like I said, and then we'll get through it, and then pretty much in 12 days from this video, because we got leap year, don't forget. In 12 days, we'll be ending February and beginning the beautiful long month of March. Easter's pretty much a little over a month away. I got that. And then WrestleMania is coming around the corner in baseball season. So, get ready for that. It's about 5 weeks away, about 5-6 weeks away. Till Easter, the beautiful holiday of Easter, where we color eggs and eat a lot of Easter candy, and have some ham and whatever you eat on Easter. But let me watch some baseball, because baseball will be starting right around Easter weekend. So stay tuned for that. But it'll be a day game, unless you want to watch the night game. You can stay home and watch the night game, whatever that might be. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But be safe, be well if you're going out into New York City tomorrow or most of this weekend. Be safe and be well, and just take it easy. Like Andrade would say, take it easy. Take it easy. And that's pretty much it. And then on top of that, next week is going to get warmer, so we're going to get a lot of melting, and then we're going to get rain on top of that, and then it's going to change over to a little bit of snow by next weekend. Might get another storm next weekend. Who knows? They're saying maybe another half inch to about maybe another inch and a half by the time we wake up after we watch the Elimination Chamber here in New York City. But where is spring? Where's our early spring? I don't know. Might be getting it by not next week, the following week, the end of February going into March. Maybe we'll start to see the beginnings of that early spring we've been waiting for. And we'll see. What happens with that? Alright, enough about that. Like I said, Ring of Honor review won't be in the description box. You can just go back a video. And that's pretty much it. Alright, on this late Friday night, February the 16th, 2024, right here on the Killer Demons channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or anything else I feel like talking about. And if you like it, good. Hit that like button. If you don't like it, go fuck yourselves and get out of here. And go on your dead channel with 2 subs. And just live your boring as fuck life with your so-called job that you don't really have. Or if you have a job, you don't focus on it, because half the time you're on here. I'm not on here 24/7, you can't prove it. Among other things you can't prove. But I digress on that. There's a lot of fake people on here, and I'm not one of them, so. And I don't have to prove a goddamn thing to anybody. I don't care how old you are. You're in your 20s, you're about to hit 30, or you're even around my age. I don't have to prove anything to you godforsaken douchebags. Can't take me at face value, then fuck off. That's it. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time on video number 2. On your 2 for Friday, it is time for your late night WWE Smackdown and AEW Rampage! Yes! Reviews for February the 16th, 2024. Alrighty. Alright, so let's quickly get to Rampage. Let me just change my notes here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Not what I wanted to do. Now, if I change that, yeah, I guess I would. I hit the wrong button. But anyway. So anyway, we're going to start off with Rampage, because Rampage was earlier tonight at 7 o'clock. Would have been at 10 o'clock, but since the Rising Stars game, part of the All-Star game, the rookie game basically, was on at 10. Obviously, Rampage was preempted, even though I don't even think we got a mention of it on Dynamite. But it is what it is. So, we're going to quickly get through Rampage, and then we're going to really talk about a humongous edition of Smackdown. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Rampage was taped, as always, and it emanated from the HEB Center in Cedar Park, Texas. Whoop! Scared them Cowboys that day. And, we get all that, and a bag of chips. Alright, our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard, do you want to know, I mean, seriously, do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? You want to know? Ask him yourself. So I'm not going to tell you. You don't deserve me to tell you that. Some of you don't deserve me to say anything to you. Because this is all it is. Words. You don't deserve my time. But it is what it is. But you want to keep flapping your gums and, being a flapper, basically, this is what you are, a seal. Flapping your gums, flapping your vaginas. So, keep flapping, because, you know what happens when you flap. Open, don't close, like Remy Sky's legs. 24/7, 7-Eleven. But, I digress. I'm done. Alright, so we have Matt Maynard, Excalibur, and my good friend, and not yours, and that's the legendary man himself. Man, I've known since the XWF days, and that is Tony Baloney Schiavone. My good friend, not yours. You don't give a shit about you. Pretty much the Young Bucks, too. I'm just kidding. That's it. Alright. Rampage. Was an alright show. Nothing great. Alright. So it starts with match number 1. A no disqualification match between two high-flying, a legend and, a Spanish god, if you will. So we got the Spanish god, Sammy Guevara, taking on Jeff Hardy, dude! With Matt Hardy, delete, at ringside. This was what it was, lots of, weapons used, a ladder, chairs, this craziness. So it went back and forth to start. I'm not going to get to all of it, because I want to really get to Smackdown. So I'm going to abbreviate a little bit of Rampage. Like I said, with Sammy and Jeff, this was the match that actually a lot of people were talking about, where Sammy basically botched, or he didn't really botch per se, but he did a shooting star press and kind of botched coming down as Sammy's knees hit Jeff Hardy's face and gave him a broken nose. I mean, he was gushing blood at the end of the match, and also suffered a concussion, though not confirmed. He sustained a concussion. He was treated for a concussion, and he did suffer a broken nose, because, he was gushing blood at the end of the match, and freaking poor Paul Turner, said that 5 times fast, he's like looking at Matt Hardy, he's like, I don't know what to do, and he's grabbing his, going in his pocket to grab, the glove, and everything, and then, then Sammy hit the go to hell, because he didn't give a fuck. And then 1, 2, 3, that's it. The match ends. Big, humongous car crash. Poor Jeff. Once, it seems like every time Sammy faces the Hardy Boys, whether it be, Hardy Boys, somebody gets hurt. I mean, we saw during the pandemic era when Sammy and Matt Hardy had a hardcore match, and Sammy just threw a chair at Matt, and Matt took it right in the I think it was the chin or the face, busted him mega wide open. Because I think Matt took the wrong end of the chair, just nasty, and Matt had a lot of resentment for Sammy, and now 4 years later, Jeff gets a broken nose, and you would think like, oh, Jeff's been in so many matches, never got a broken nose. So now he suffered a broken nose, possible concussion. So he's definitely gonna be out for a little bit, So Sammy gets the win, and they didn't show after the match where Matt Hardy and basically Matt Hardy and Jeff basically give Sammy the finger, saying "fuck you, botch machine." Gotta be more careful. No, you do have a point. You gotta be careful in that ring, Sammy, because you are a wacko, like your boy, Johnny Allen. How you doing? I'm not a daredevil. I just suck in the ring. I come from Seattle. And that's that. And we move on. So Sammy gets the win. Like I said, they didn't show the aftermath. There's a lot of blood in that ring. So anyway, they edited that part out. So I gave the match. The match was still pretty damn brutal. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then Powerhouse Will Hobbs comes in, beats the fuck out of Sammy. I guess for Jeff Hardy's sake. And lays him out as Don Callis, chews him on. So here's the Spine Buster, then the World's Strongest Slam, and then lays him out. Well, that's pretty much it. We move on. Alright, then we go to the back with the MILF herself, Renee Paquette. To the back with Brian Cage, the Machine, and the real Prince of the Prophecy, Mr. Prince Nana. And Brian Cage is sick and tired of the people cheering for Send for the Man, Hook, the FTW champion, and he says next week, Hook is going to get his ass beat in that 6-person tag team match as Brian Cage will team up with Samoa Joe, the AEW World Champion, and one of his challengers, that's Swerve, as they will be taking on Art Rob Van Dam. You suck. Hook and the Hangman, Adam Page, in a 6-man tag team war. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to another segment, this time with 2 members of the Blackpool Cuck Club, and that's Claudio Castagnoli, the Swiss Superman, and the righty, Vaughn? Give me Vaughn? Rick Vaughn? You mean Rick Vaughn, right? Yeah, give me Vaughn. Why? I just do. Okay, there you go. Alright, so Rick Vaughn, the vile thing, otherwise known as John Moxley. They're there, and basically they cut a promo, talking about what they did at FTR and Dynamite, and we have to teach the young guys in FTR a lesson, and then Claudio's, Mox is like, Claudio even knows what I'm thinking right now. What am I thinking, Claudio? And Claudio's like, your wife has nice glutes. Mox is like, Mox made this weird face. I'm like, yeah, I guess. How do you know? I would have looked at him funny. I'm like, really? How do you know that? Don't answer that. But anyway. And then, I think Claudio then said that, you always say that, people to step up and, some weird shit he said, but kind of weird segment, but still, got his point across. I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Speaking of Miss Glutes, Renee Paquette, she's back in the back, this time with Ruby Soho. Talking about what happened between her and Paige and Harley Cameron, the ever hot Harley Cameron. What happened last week on I think it was Rampage or Collision. It was last week on Rampage where Ruby found a note and then basically kind of said, "I'm out of here. let Paige for dead against Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, and then basically beat up Harley Cameron. So she's about to talk about the letter, and then on cue, Paige and Harley Cameron come in, both looking smoking hot. Paige is like, I forgive you, Ruby, but Ruby's like, I'm not sorry for what I did. You know, I'm a grown-ass woman. Hey, maybe you should go on that show. You know, go on Mickey James, SoCal Val, and my good friend Lisa Marie Veron, otherwise known as Victoria. By the way, she said hi to me. She did an Instagram live. I think it was today or yesterday, or Thursday or today. I forgot when it was, but I was there in her Instagram live chat. Said hi. It's like, hi Lisa, how you doing? She gave me a big shout out. So, thanks a lot. Anyway, by the way, I think it was her birthday the other day. So happy birthday to Victoria. And that's that. Anyway, so Ruby's like, I'm a grown-ass woman, and I know what's best for me. And what's best for me is that you two bitches give me some space. Especially you, Paige. Alright. So then Paige and Soraya Knight leave, and then Angelo Parker, her real-life boyfriend, comes in, and it's like, you know, I don't know what's going on between us. You know, what you saw, you know, was fake, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, Parker actually asks Ruby out on a date next week. And, well, actually, I think it was, he wanted to do it, I think, that night, tonight, and Ruby's like, I gotta catch a red eye, some shit like that. And then Ruby's like, well, I'm open on Wednesday, come pick me up on Wednesday. Okay, let's see what happens with that. You know they're a real-life couple, so I don't know how you landed her, Parker. I don't want to know. I guess because your name is Cool Hand. You have that nice cool hand down her pants, if you know what I mean. But I digress on that. And anyway, alright, so we'll see what happens with Ruby and her boyfriend, Parker, next week. And that's it. Alright, so I gave all that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. Alright, then we get to a squash match of the night. Match number 2. We have Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs. That's Ross and Marshall Von Erich. Take on Romero Cruz, Hit, yes, Hit, with a extra T, not Hit from Dragon Ball Z. That somehow, was it Hit or was it, no, Jiren was the one that fucked Goku up. Woo! Goku thought he can win, going Master Ultra Instinct. You think that worked? No. Came close, but freaking Jiren whipped his ass. Whipped his ass, and won the whole Universe tournament. But he actually, if you watched it, he showed mercy on Earth, the Universe 7 or whatever Universe Earth was. He showed some mercy, but he fucked Vegeta up. That's, I can't blame Vegeta on that. I mean, even Vegeta going Ultra Ego wouldn't have worked. Or even Super Saiyan 4, that wouldn't have worked either. But Hit, really gave Goku a lot of problems with his time transport thing, dingamajig. Really gave Goku a lot of problems, but then Goku figured it out. Fuck Hit up. And then him and Hit, later on in Dragon Ball Super and Heroes and everything, freaking Hit becomes an ally to Vegeta and Goku, which is kind of weird. Even though he got beat up in the tournament. But I digress. Anyway, so Romero Cruz, Hit, and Shimbashi take on Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs in their hometown of Texas. So anyway, pretty much a squash match. Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs win after the Von Erichs lock in the Iron Claw. And then Dustin hits the Final Reckoning. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Bing, bang, boom, good night. Don't give a shit. Well, it's not great to see the Von Erichs. The last remaining alive members. Ross and Marshall and Kevin Von Erich, the old-timer. Still around. Great man he is. That's pretty much it. We move on. Alright, so I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back with Timeless Toni Storm. Darling! So anyway, Tony's there with the beautiful Mariah May. Oh, what I would give to have one night with her. Not even one night. Many nights with her. But I digress. Alright, so she's there with Luther. And talks about Toni Storm. Starts, not Toni Storm, sorry, Deonna Purrazzo. And starts laughing at her. And then, out of nowhere, she puts Mariah May in the armbar. And then the ankle lock. And freaking Mariah May's like tapping out on the hardwood floor, like, I mean, come on. She looked good doing it too. And then she gets up and Tony's like, good job, love. Good job, darling. And then that's basically it. Nothing else. Moving on. I was like, what is this? Like, okay. Toni Storm's knocking his gimmick out of the park, man. But just remember, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. Or if you're Puerto Rican, watch for the chancla. I have to fend off the chanclas a lot with you know who. But I digress on that. We move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, match number 3, the Death Slot. As always. The women are in action. Queen Aminata, who I talked about in my Ring of Honor review, finally gets a win. But that was in the Ring of Honor Women's TV Title Tournament. Well, she's looking for a win on the AEW roster. And she's now all elite. Good job, Tony Khan. So she's on the main roster now. She takes on one of the, well, not the pillar per se, but she is Anna Jay, who has a flat ass, I mean, not a flat ass, but a fat ass, and a mean old attitude. And I think we all know who her boyfriend is. Mr. Scapegoat himself, Jack Perry. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he's in New Japan Strong, but I haven't heard much from him lately since pretty much Wrestle Kingdom. And that's it. And it was back and forth match, lots of near falls, another one of those Queen Aminata matches where you think she's gonna win, she comes this close to winning. But anyway, Anna Jay locks in the Queen Slayer, and Queen Aminata broke out of it with a jawbreaker, and then Anna's like, well, I'm gonna lock it in again. She locks it in, and then Queen Aminata rolled backwards for a near fall. And then both women get up. Queen Aminata drops Anna with a big-time headbutt, like she did on Ring of Honor this week. And 1, 2, 3, hey! Queen Aminata gets gets her first win on the AEW roster. Yay! She did it! Or, Joey Styles, she's like, she got him! No. Oh my God! No. I miss Joey Styles, man. We need Joey Styles back. We do. What's he doing now? Selling pennies again on TV? Gotta do something. Maybe just home and not even giving a crap about the wrestling world anymore. It's basically, WWE shot them down, basically treating them like shit when Vince and company took over ECW, making it WWE ECW in 2006, and that's how ECW died in 2008. This was a watered-down, garbage version, basically a PG version of ECW. There's a few hardcore matches here and there, but not the brutal versions we see in ECW. The old school ECW. But it is what it is. Vince basically killed ECW. As soon as he became champion, pretty much ECW was dead. He basically killed what Paul Heyman created. You know, Paul in turn killed his company because, you know, couldn't pay him anymore. It was just it. It was over in 2001. That he was guilty as charged 2001. I was at both one night stands, and none of us hardcore ECW fans wanted it to end. We knew that Vince was gonna take over. We knew Vince was gonna take over, and even the people that were in ECW, like Balls Mahoney and even Axel Rotten, are like, we don't want to work for Vince. And what happened? Lie. Obvious lie. Because they did some ECW shows on ECW TV with Sci-Fi, I think. But wasn't great. Some of those episodes were just mind-bogglingly boring. But it is what it is. And that's that. Alright, so Queen Aminata gets her first win in AEW. Match itself was pretty decent, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then after the match, Code of Honor, love to see that, from Anna Jay and Queen Aminata. Then she raised her hand. No, man, you won. I lost to a jobber. No, she's not a jobber anymore. That's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to the back. Renee Paquette is with Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, and the resident simp himself, Stokely Hathaway. Willow wants to know what the hell happened the other night on Dynamite. I mean, Willow won the match. And then Stokely was acting like weird because Stokely kind of helped Willow get the win over Sky Blue. So Stokely kind of smooths it over with Willow. And basically, Chris Statlander kind of smoothed things over and says, Stokely ain't a cheater. Yeah, right. What you been smoking there, Chris Statlander? Besides, you were smoking hot ass, but that's another story for another time. I don't want to go delve into that territory because, Otaku might have to kick my ass, but no, he won't, but, because that's his booty, supposedly. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we'll see what happens with Stokely, Hathaway, and Willow, and Statlander. I still think, freaking Statlander's gonna turn heel and, turn on her best friend, Willow Nightingale. They're just playing it out into the eventual heel turn, which could be anytime soon. We'll see. And that's, pretty much it. And then I mentioned Ruby and Angela Parker going on a date next week. Well, actually, a drink, not a date. Going for a drink. I'm gonna go to the bar. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so that's that. Alright, then we go to your main event of Rampage, and this was a garbage 12-man tag team match. We had the Bang Bang, Bang Bang Scissor Gang, the Bullet Club, the Switchblade, wait with the Switchblade, Jay White, and the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, teaming up with the Acclaimed, Max Caster, Anthony Bones, and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, as they take on Jay Lethal, Machismo, ooh, yeah, get, Jarrett, J-E-R-E-T-T, that's Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and the Dark Order of Evil Uno, the man who's not evil anymore, Alex Reynolds, and Johnny Hungy, John Silver. Alright, I really didn't give two craps about this match at all, but near the end, Jay Lethal hits Lethal Injection, and we get Colt 45 by Colton Gunn, and then The Stroke by Jeff Jarrett. I mean, everybody's hitting their finishers, basically. Blade Runner to Jeff Jarrett by Jay White. And then Alex Reynolds sends daddy ass Billy Gunn into Jay White. Uh-oh. And I guess a nail fall. But Billy Gunn comes back, goes for the Famouser, gets countered, but then Alex Reynolds walks into 310 to Yuma from Billy Gunn and his son Austin Gunn, so kind of a variation of 310 to Yuma. And that's it. Bang Bang Scissor Gang get the win. And a match I really didn't give two fucks about. And that's pretty much it. 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. Pretty much Rampage stunk. I can only imagine what the ratings are this week, coming out tomorrow. Probably not so good, Al, at that 7 o'clock hour, because I don't think anybody knew that it was going to be on 7 o'clock. Unless you have DVR. But, yeah, not a great episode of Rampage. So, I gave it 6.25 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let me get my notes for Smackdown. Alright, so that's that. Now, we're going to get to the actual show of shows tonight. That is Smackdown. Smackdown was great. I loved Smackdown tonight. And Smackdown emanated from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Mormon country. All those inbred dorks that live there. Fuck Utah, by the way. Anyway, that's the home of the Utah Jazz. Not doing that bad in the NBA, not that I watch the NBA. You know, we all remember the Utah Jazz. Basically, Michael Jordan's bitch back in 96. Or 98, whatever year that was. The flu game. When Jordan had the flu the entire game and somehow they won the game. Legend, Michael Jordan is. But, you know. Alright, so we got that. And our commentary team of Corey Slave and Bad News Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news. Huh. For you. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we are 1 week away from the Elimination Chamber. And got a lot of qualifying matches tonight. So it's basically the Elimination Chamber qualifying show. And then we got the Bloodline coming out. Roman on the show. Acknowledge your tribal chief. 1266 and counting, my friends. And The Rock, Dwayne, Dewey, whatever you call him. Alright, but that's at the end of the show. Alright, so we begin the show with The Rock arriving in his big Ford pickup truck. Trying to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. But we got that. So, he's in the building. We're just going to wait for Roman to come. I thought they would have came together, but obviously not. Alright, there we go inside the arena, and we start off with our first match of the night. Men's elimination qualifying match. We had Dominic Guerrero Latino Heat. You know, Eddie's son. Right, Eddie? That's right, pero it's my son, the fruit of my loins, ese. He's not a pendejo like his so-called dad, Eddie, Rey Mysterio. I don't even know. I'm so drunk on sangria tonight. I'm sorry, Mr. Joseph. It's okay, Eddie. I know, it's late. It's late. I'm kind of wired myself. You had that great sangria too, eh, Essie? No. I don't have sangria. I don't drink that, Eddie. I'm sorry. I have, good old Johnny Walker Black. It's good. It's good, man. You should try it sometime. Did you have the great drunk sex essay? Hey, we don't talk about that here. Oh, I'm sorry, essay. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Okay. Why would he ask me that question? He knows the answer to that one. But I digress. Alright, so Dom takes on my boy, Kevin Steen, otherwise known as Kevin Owens. And, before the match starts, Dom comes out and gets on the mic, brags about how Judgment Day is going to dominate the Elimination Chamber. Even though you're not in it. Well, you could be in it if you win, if you beat Kevin Owens somehow. Finn and Priest, the law firm of Finn and Priest defending the tag team belts against DIY. I think we're going to get a title change. Maybe, maybe not. And then Mia Ripley defending the women's championship against Nia Jax. I think we all know Mommy's gonna win in her home country, Australia, because it'll make no sense for her to lose. I mean, what is it, Sasha Banks? It is what it is. Alright, so they're gonna complete the sweep at Elimination Chamber. So then the match starts, Owens goes right to work on Dom Dom, beating him to a pulp, basically. And then Dom Dom comes back in after they went to the outside. They come back in. Dom Dom gets a few shots in. Gets clothesline down, cutting him off again. Then they go back to the outside. Owens hits a right hand, sending him into the ring steps. Ow! And then R-Fool comes out, R-Truth, looks at Owens, and kind of causes a distraction as Dom Dom took over. We get a slingshot Hilo for a near fall as we go to break. Come back. KO fights out of a 1905 chin lock. Fires off some right hands. Then stomps on Dom. Hits a running back splash on the floor. Ow. They go back in and Kevin hits the cannonball. And that's that. Goes up top. Hits a very quick frog splash. Not like Eddie. What are you talking about? Everybody hitting my frog splash? Yes, Pedro. No. Kevin's trying to do it with frog splash. Didn't do it really good. Not as great as you, Eddie. I know, I do a great frog splash. Nobody can emulate mine. Dom Dom hits it pretty good, too. Why wouldn't he? Because he's my son. I taught him everything I know. Lying, cheat, and steal this here. Had to get the ladies. Gina, heat, you know what I mean? I know. He's got a hot girlfriend about to marry that chick. Did you give him your blessing? What do you mean? Of course I did. What are you, loco ese? No. Just... There's nothing in here, so... Because I finished it beforehand. That's why I'm so wired. Anyway. I digress. I was not drinking. Don't get that. Alright, so, Kev hits the frog splash. Let me get back to my notes. For a near fall, Dom somehow kicked down. Kev's like, what? Dom grabs the X Factor of all moves, the X Factor. Sean Waltman might have a word with you, Dom. Alright, they both go for the three amigos and basically get 2 out of the 3. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Great Meatloaf sang that. Dom then wins that exchange, goes for the frog splash made famous by his real dad, Eddie Guerrero. Missed it. Sorry, Eddie. Anyway. That pendejo missed it! Okay, calm down. Kev comes back with a swanton for a near fall. Like, freaking Dom's kicking out of everything. Dom comes back with a 619 for a near fall. And he's all pissy. And then Truth gets a chair out of, underneath the ring. That goes a distraction. And, Kev hits the pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3 in over 14 minutes. Kevin Owens goes to the Elimination Chamber. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're pretty much almost basically done with the Elimination Chamber. We got Logan Paul and The Miz coming up later. And the winner of that will be the final participant in the Chamber. We already got Drew McIntyre. We got Eli Drake. We got Kev. Probably going to have Logan Paul, most likely. So that's 4. What, am I missing somebody? Randy Orton. That's 5. I think there's one more match, I think. I did say Drew McIntyre, right? Yeah, I think I did say that. It's okay. Let me say that again. Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Eli Drake, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, that's 5, and then Logan, I'll spoil it, Logan Paul. So there's your 6-man Elimination Chamber match. The winner faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Probably in night 1, because, Seth's probably going to either do double duty or he's doing just that match. So, we'll see. Because we're still going on with the whole Roman Cody thing, most likely at night 2. There's rumors about a tag team match on night 1 with Roman and The Rock teaming up against Cody and Seth. But then again, I have this weird feeling that Rock is going to be the guest referee, and he's going to possibly screw Roman, but I'm thinking pretty much Cody's not going to finish the story. This thing is going to go on, and Rock or Seth Rollins is going to cost Cody the chance to win the title and finish the story. And I think Rock's heel turn will continue on until probably about SummerSlam. And then we'll finally get Roman and The Rock, where Rock will get beat, obviously. Roman will turn face pretty much in the next couple months. And probably after SummerSlam or Bash in Berlin, Roman will be a 4-year champ, break Hogan's record, and then probably will lose the belt. Probably. I didn't say he might, but we'll see. I just don't think he's gonna let Cody, of all people, finally finish his stupid story. And Cody, and the fans know it. This, you got the Cody crybaby saying, "Oh, Cody should win clean over Roman. He has to finish the story. This is the year he's gonna finish the story." Yeah, you said that last year. What happened? It's not happening. It's not happening. Why would Rock come in and have a match with Roman, and that, Cody brings in The Rock, so The Rock can have the match with Roman, and then Cody, in turn, maybe go to Seth Rollins, and then Rock's like, gets all his heat, Rock's like, alright, I'll give it back to you. And now, Rock slapped Cody at the media scrum, and now he's a full-fledged heel. Hollywood Rock 2003 comes back. For how long? Maybe another month. Why would Rock be a heel for like a month, and a little over a month? Makes no freaking sense. You can't have a freaking heel be a heel for a month. What is this? The Big Show? Come on, not happening. All right, so I got that. So great match with Dom and Kev. Surprisingly, a good match, and I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. We move on. Alright. Then we go to the back with Kayla Braxton and her guest Drew McIntyre. Says he has to win the Elimination Chamber match to go on and win the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania from Mr. I can't even see my... Anyway. I'm looking outside my window and I can barely see out the window. I mean, it's not coming down hard, per se, but there's a lot of snow on the ground. But it is below freezing, so it's going to stick. It's going to come down as snow. I mean, like I said, it's going to be about 2 to 4 inches, maybe a little bit more, who knows. Hopefully not more than 4, but it's shovelable snow. So, when you wake up in a few hours, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the East Coast, shovel your walkway, shovel your car if you have to go out. I wouldn't go out tomorrow, but if you have to, take some extra time to getting out and cleaning your walkway, and throwing some snow melt out on your steps and everything, so people don't slip and fall and sue you. Or you get hurt yourself. That would suck. And that's it. So, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's piling up. So probably by the time I wake up, it'll probably be like, I would say about 3, maybe close to 4 inches. They did, I looked on my phone. It said they were getting about. They said, well, it was 3.5. Now they kind of scaled it back down to about 2.5, 3 inches, and then now the winter weather advisory said 2 to 4 inches. So, I mean, we're gonna get not a reasonable amount of snow, and then pretty much I'll be out of here in the next 6.5 hours, and then it's gonna start getting warmer as we go into the afternoon tomorrow. and then might be a little bit of melting. The sun might come out again, like we did Tuesday. But then, pretty much, it's going to be like around 38, 39 degrees. So, a little bit of melting maybe. And then, pretty much after that, Sunday through most of next week, it's going to get warmer. It's going to be around 50. We're going to get some rain. Rain, then changing into snow again by next Friday and Saturday. It's going to be crazy next week. And then, like, next Saturday is going to be the cold day next week. And then back up to 50 by the end of this coming month, by the 26th and 27th. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's not a great night to go out. So, I mean, it is late night. It's after 3:30 in the morning. So, but it is what it is. So yeah. So after I do this video, I'm gonna go to sleep and then get up and have my breakfast, and then probably sometime in the afternoon, I'm gonna go out, shovel my walkway and my steps, put on some ice melt out, and then come back in, have my sensible lunch, and then pretty much do my TNA review, and then I'm gonna probably go take a long nap, and then maybe have my sensible dinner with the missus, and then maybe have a Netflix and chill night. Well, we don't have Netflix and chill. We'll just watch some movies and then see how the night goes. That's that. Alright, move on. Alright, so Drew McIntyre says, I have to win the title, I have to win the Chamber, then win the title at WrestleMania, and then Eli Drake. That's an insult. That, my friends, is a fact of life. He comes in, and says, not so fast, Drew. I'm in the match. And, I'm ready to add your name to that WrestleMania tombstone you have on your shirt. And then Drew kind of takes offense to that. And then we see Jessica Carr come in and try to start breaking things up. Other referees and agents come in. And everything, they get a pull apart. And then next week on a taped edition of Smackdown, because they did a double taping tonight. Next week we got Eli Drake and Drew McIntyre, which I think is your main event next week. Should be a good match, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave all that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see another black car arrive to the building, and it is our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Alright, so he gets out of the car with the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman. And then we see Solo come out as well. Jimmy, I don't know if he was in the building already or he came out from a different area. We didn't see him. But then Roman comes in. He sees Jimmy. And Jimmy's like, kind of like hesitant and everything. And then Roman's like, bring it in, man. And they kind of hug. And Jimmy's like, let's go fix what your brother messed up. I'm like, what did Jay do? It kind of made no sense there, but okay. And then Jimmy's like, yeah, let's go to the ring, okay, let's go. OG, what up, OG? I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Alright, so Bloodline's in the building, my friends, and The Rock. So we're going to see them a little bit later. Look at that. Alright, then we go inside the arena. We have British Strong Style, Tyler Bate, and Pete fucking Dunne. They're there. They're ready to win the tag team belts. Oh, so it is Bate and, don't DIY one. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're ready to win the tag team belts at Elimination Chamber. But Tyler Bate thinks they need a new team name. And then he comes up with, what's the name of it? Catch Republic Faction, some shit like that. Something with Catch Republic in it. And Pete Dunne's like, I like British Strong Style better. And then Dominic Galero, he comes in and says that the Judgment Day will beat them at the Elimination Chamber. And then Tyler Bate says, well, we can beat you and R-Truth next week. You think you're so, you think you can, oh, you think so? How about we beat you and your boy R-Truth next week? And Dom's like, he's not even in Judgment Day. I'm like, who booked this shit, Hunter? I'm like, why have that match? Why? Anyway, I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright. After that, we go to the women's side of the Elimination Chamber, about to finish that side up. We got one more match coming up on Raw this Monday night with a second chance qualifying match for all the losers that lost early on. Mia Yim and Zoe Stark and 2 other people. Would it be these 2 ladies, Tiffany Stratton, Daddy! No, again, I'm not going to keep going with my voice. My voice is about to go anyway. So, Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton, takes on Zelina Vega. So, we get that. Alright, match was okay. Nothing great. You know, Tiffany looking great as always. Both ladies look amazingly hot. And then, Legado de Fantasma. They're in the crowd. We see Elektra Lopez, Santos Escobar, and the Mexican Wolves, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. They're in the crowd in the front row. Kind of causing a little chaos. And they go back and forth. Lots of near falls. They go to the outside after Zelina Vega cut off the prettiest moonsault ever from Tiffy Tiff. They go to the outside. Zelina gets rammed into the barricade where Legado was. And then Elektra Lopez gets up and is like, yeah, that's right, bitch, you suck! And Zelina takes offense to that. Brings Elektra over the barricade, starts beating up on her. And pretty much knocked her silly. She gets back in the ring, which was a bad idea. And then Tiffany, hits the ropes. And Zelina gets knocked down. And then Tiffy Tiff goes to the top, hits the prettiest moonsault ever. Really wicked landing. I mean, she hit it perfectly. Boom! Right on Zelina Vega. Holy shit. But that's that. So Tiffy Tiff gets the win in 8 minutes. So she goes on to the chamber as she will be in there with Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and who's the 4th one? I can't think of it. Becky Lynch. We got that. And we got one more match coming up later. Naomi and Alba Fire, who is subbing for Shotzi, who basically broke her leg. Sucks to be you. And that's it. Alright, so I gave Tiffy Tiff and Zelina Vega 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, good job, Tiffy Tiff. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the locker room. We see, well, the remnants of the OC. The Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, along with the beautiful Mia Yim. And they're talking to the Lone Warrior, AJ Styles. Then they're there, it's like, oh, look, it's AJ. It's like, and then, they're talking to each other. And then Carl Anderson, basically rips AJ apart and says, it's like, we got to get back on the same page. And then Carl Anderson's like, well, seems like AJ forgot where he came from. Oh, no, he didn't. And AJ takes offense to that. And then they're about to go at it. And then Mia Yim and it's not Carl Anderson, sorry, Gallows has to pull them apart. And then AJ just leaves in a huff. So, there's the eventual breakup. Bye-bye. But I was like, damn, Carl Anderson, you had to go there. You forgot where you came from? Too sweet me, for the love of God. And that's that. I was gonna say, I thought he came from down south. Dixicana, honey. TNA. Baby. I got that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that situation. I wouldn't be surprised if we see AJ Styles and Carl Anderson going at it. We'll see. But the OC is pretty much dead and done. And that's it. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video from the Black Lotus triad of my hot Asian wives, Kairi Sane, the Women's World Champion, well, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Io Sky, and the beautiful Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Except my dick. All three of them definitely get that D. They've been getting it for years, but I digress. Basically, they cut a Shinsuke Nakamura-like promo where it's all talking in Japanese, and then Asuka's like, nobody is ready for damage control. Why are they still calling him damage control? Why? I mean, can we just call him the Black Lotus Triad already? Or do we have to wait till after the Elimination Chamber? Or after, or before WrestleMania? Or after WrestleMania? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Alright, but anyway, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to our next match. We have the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor, taking on two NXT guys. Remember him? Remember this guy? Javier Bornal. You remember Javier Bornal. Some of you do. Some of you don't. And Bo Morris. I don't even know who he is. He's in NXT. In catering, basically. Alright, this was your squash match of the night. 62 seconds. Total destruction as the AOP basically beat these Hammerneggers up. Hits a super collider. And then bing bang boom, good night. Well, actually, they hit the super collider, setting up a powerbomb neckbreaker combo on Javier Bornal. And that's it. Bing bang boom, good night. And the match gave 2 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to Logan Paul, the nicest champion, all ready to go to face The Miz and win the Elimination Chamber match and become a double champion at WrestleMania after beating Seth freaking Rollins. So we get that. We'll see what happens. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a look back at the segment from Raw with Seth and Cody, which was very interesting. And we get all that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to The Miz and Logan Paul. Very good match between both guys. Miz grabs a downward spiral for a near fall. Then a code breaker out of the corner for another near fall. Goes to the figure 4. Logan Paul grabbed the ring skirt. And then the referee got all distracted long enough for Logan to poke Miz in the eye, Roddy Piper style. And hits his own version of the Skull Crusher finale for a very near fall. And Logan's all pissy about that. And then Miz grabs the figure 4 again. Logan Paul once again had to get to the ropes, goes out to the floor, and then another one of his goons hands him the brass knucks. But Miz is too smart for that, broke that up. But Logan Paul kicks the ropes for a low blow right in Miz's nuts, which are not massive. Then that big right hand without the brass knucks. That connects. And then Logan picks him up, hits something like an STO. And Logan Paul gets the win in under 13 minutes. And he advances. He is the final participant in the Elimination Chamber match. And that's pretty much it. Not that he's going to win. I think Drew McIntyre is going to win, but, I mean, we'll see. But after that. But the match itself was pretty damn good. So I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to Nicholas Aldis' office, where he has Braun Breaker and Jade Cargill about ready to sign their contracts. And then we see Bianca Belair is there with Liv Morgan. I think some other people were there, I couldn't tell. But then Tiffy Tiff comes in, and she brags to Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair that she's the greatest, I'm the best, I'm better than Jade, and blah, blah, blah. And then Jade kind of takes offense to that and says, hey, you're not going to mess up my big business meeting. Nice AEW reference. And basically tells Tiffy Tiff to shut the fuck up. And then Tiffy, they're about to go at it, and Nick Aldis, gets in between and tells Tiffy Tiff to get out of here, save her for another time. And then we pan over to Braun Breaker, who's, next to the contract. He looks like he's about to sign, but pretty much does not sign the contract until, after our next match. We got that, and Jade, pretty much didn't look like she signed the contract just yet. But she might sign probably after the Elimination Chamber. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave all that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, there we see, my name is Paul Heyman, talking to I Did It, Grayson Waller, and kind of seems interested. Well, Grayson seems interested. And then we see, like, these two women going in. They went in early in the night with some food. I think it was, like, shrimp cocktails or something like that. Then this time we see them bring in champagne to Roman, the Bloodline's locker room. So, I mean, Roman's got to eat, too, But he eats the finer things in life. Got to have that champagne, Gotta have that on the Island of Relevancy. That's what it is. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we go to our last Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. The beautiful Naomi Trinity taking on Alba Fire. Oh, it's known as Kaylee, right? It was an okay match, nothing great. Isla Dawn at ringside. Why wasn't she in the match? Why wasn't she in the Elimination Chamber? Hunter? I don't get that. But anyway, Isla almost... No, sorry, not Isla. Alba almost won the match with the Gory Bomb, but it got countered, and then Isla Dawn tries to interfere. Naomi kicks her down. Then a head scissors driver sets up the reverse Rings of Saturn. Interesting move. And then Alba Fire tapped out in under 9.5 minutes. So Naomi gets the win, and she is entrant number 5 in the Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will face Mommy Rhea Ripley for her title if she retains against Nia Jax, which I think she will, but we'll see what happens with that. And I think Becky will win that. And we'll see what happens with that. Okay. And then don't forget, Monday we got that loser battle royal to see who is entrant number 6. If anybody will probably win, I put Zelina Vega in there, just for shits and giggles. That's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back. Dakota Kai runs up to Bayley. Give me a hug. And, she apologized to Bayley for what happened last week. Begs Bayley to protect her from Asuka, Kairi, and Io. But it's like, well, I'm not so sure about that, because I really can't trust you right now. But, so, we'll have to see what happens with that, so. We move on with that. 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. Then we have Nick Aldis come out and announce that Braun Breaker has signed his contract. So he comes out, signs it on live TV. There you go. So Braun Breaker is now the newest member of the Smackdown roster. He has his debut match next week against some jobber. There you go. But I think we're going to see Braun Breaker, maybe Walter, at the Elimination Chamber for the IC belt. Well, we'll see. And we got that. Alright, then we got a rundown of what's happening next week on the taped edition of SmackDown. That's it. Alright, then we go to the final segment of the night. The Bloodline come out. Our Tribal Chief comes out. Roman Reigns. The Wise Man Paul Heyman. Solo Mibuki, Solo Sikoa. And Jimmy Uso. Let me just take a drink. My voice is about to go. Yeah, blue Gatorade. Not a big fan of berry Gatorade. Strawberry, yes, but berry? No. Like blueberry. Bleh. But anyway. Alright, so the Bloodline comes out. Roman takes his sweet time getting out because he's the Tribal Chief, of course. So, he gets the mic. And he goes, Salt Lake City, Utah! Acknowledge me! So, as always, those schmucks in Utah have to acknowledge him, because that's what we do. Everywhere you have to acknowledge Roman. If you don't, well, you're a fuckboy. And basically calls the fans idiots because they don't get how big this is. It's the biggest night ever in WWE because tonight, The Rock is becoming officially part of the bloodline. So on cue, The Rock comes out in one of his Versace vests. I was like, God damn, he looks like 98 Rock merged with 2003 Rock. Woo, he looked great. And so basically, he comes out and go to break. Why? Gotta pay the bills, I guess, huh? And I was like, oh great, we're gonna get like 6 minutes of The Rock. 6 to 8 minutes of The Rock. Come on. So anyway, we come back, finally. So, Rock says this is an all-time indoor attendance record for Utah. He's like, yeah, pretty. I was like, what? Really? I mean, they got 20,000 people in the arena? Okay. He's like, yeah, you guys hold the record for the largest collection of trailer park trash he has ever seen. And then he loads up, finally! But before he even says that, he says, finally, the people's lives have meaning, and they'll have a story to tell their 50 wives and their 600 inbred children. Oh my God, you savage, Rock. Be easy. So then he says, finally, The Rock has come back to Salt Lake City. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, then he says, the people have brought out a side of The Rock they haven't seen in pretty much 20 years. But it's always been in here, in this, heart of hearts. Basically, dissed the fans and says, you guys had the biggest WrestleMania main event in your hands with me and Roman, and you flushed it all away for your boy, Crybaby Cody. And then Rock's like, Cody, what is Cody's story? He lost last year, and now he wants a rematch? No. That ain't gonna work. Doesn't work here in the WWE. Then he kind of like applies that to sports, brings up the 49ers! Made me really happy, Rock. Made me happy. He says, should the 49ers get a rematch after losing the Super Bowl? Yes. Well, if the Chiefs get there. He says, well, the 49ers lost in the Super Bowl, but did they get angry? No. They went home, dust themselves off, and they're going to be in the Super Bowl next year. Ooh, is that a spoiler? Maybe. Unlike Colin Hurd, that schmuck, goes on his fucking podcast and says that the Niners are going to be a number 7 seed. Really now? Really? You think that the Niners are going to be a 7 seed because they lost the Super Bowl? They have pretty much the same team next year, minus if they lose Ayuk or Debo. I mean, yeah, the defense, Steve Wilkes is gone. I don't know who they're going to get as defensive guru, whether it be Belichick, Pete Carroll, or Mike Vrabel, or maybe somebody else. So yeah, maybe the defense might look different. But, you still got Brock, you still got Kittle, you still got Debo, Ayuk, that's a question mark. Fred Warner, you still got Bosa, you still got, Brock Purdy, So you still got the core team. I mean, the window is closing on them because they're not getting any younger. They're in their 30s right now. Most of them, so Brock's in his 24. But I think they have a great shot to win the division again. I know the Rams, somehow, they looked like they were left for dead, and then came back and got the number, what number seed? They got the number 5 seed, I believe. Number 5 or 6 seed out of nowhere. But still, They choked. Thankfully, they didn't have to face the Niners the Niners again. Oh, wait, did it? No, they didn't face the Niners. Thankfully, they didn't, because I think they got beat by the Lions. But in any case, Rams might be, a team to beat next year. Same thing with the Seahawks. Even though Pete Carroll's gone, so Seahawks might not be so good out next year. And Arizona just basically stunk last year, this past season, I should say. So I think it's going to come down to the Niners and the Rams once again. And I think the Niners, with the core team they have right now, still with Kyle at the helm, CMC 23, Christian McCaffrey and company, they have another good shot to win the division. I think they will win the division again. Well, I don't know. The season's not even starting yet. I'm saying that. But I think they have a good shot to win the division again next season. And do some damage. And, Packers look great. Even though they choked against the Niners again. Like they always do in the playoffs. Packers and the Lions are going to go to war in the NFC North. So both teams are probably going to playoffs. Definitely. The Commanders got a new coach. Commanders look pretty good, so, with the pedophile Eagles kind of falling apart now, and the Cowboys also choking up the joint, and the Giants, the NFC East might come down to the Eagles and the Commanders, so one of those two teams might go into the playoffs. And then you look at the NFC South. Don't even care about the NFC South right now. Maybe go with the Buccaneers, maybe, but like I said, we don't know yet. The season is basically not going to start until August, so we'll see. It depends on with the draft and everything, the off season, and then the Niners and the Rams, like I said, may happen. But Colin Hurd, you need to shut the fuck up. Saying that, the Niners lost the Super Bowl, they're going to have a really bad season. You can't predict from now until the season starts, moron. Who knows if Ayuk's going to come back. If Ayuk comes back, Niners have a great shot. But you giving him a third wildcard spot? You're just another fucking Skip Bayless. Okay, Colin Hurd? You are another Skip Bayless. A fucking wannabe fucking analyst. That's all you are. You're a schmuck. And what happened to Skip Bayless? Oh, that's right. He ate his fucking hat. And burned all his fucking Cowboys jerseys. Because Stephen A. Smith and the Niners fans basically said, fuck you, get out of here. After Green Bay walloped them. Don't write checks that your ass cannot cash. Okay? So, Skip Bayless, shut the fuck up and root for a garbage-ass fuck Cowboys team with a garbage-ass quarterback like Dak Prescott and a dumb-ass fuck old should be gone. He is gone. That's Jerry Jones. Should sell that goddamn team already. Get rid of Mike McCarthy because he's a bum-ass coach. Dax is basically not the same as he used to be. Cowboys are garbage. They've been garbage for the last few seasons in the playoffs. Good in the regular season, then playoff starts. Next thing you know, Tony Romo or Troy Gaiman will freaking either own that team or be the coach. It's going to be that bad they have to get, Jimmy Johnson, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, get those old farts back to somehow run the fucking club into the ground. Not that it's already in the ground. The Eagles look really bad. After they got walloped by the Niners in Week 13, they were done. They won that one game against the Giants, and then, garbage. They're done. They're basically done. They got one and done after that. They were done. I think they lost. Who did they lose to? I think they lost to the Rams, which is sad enough. Freaking Jalen Hurts looked like shit the last 4 or 5 games. Yeah, basically the last 5 games of the season, they just stunk. Jalen Hurts stunk. I mean, he was an MVP candidate. Stunk. The whole team, the whole offensive line started to really show cracks. And even the coach they got, he just didn't know what the hell to do. It was like, we stink. And that's pretty much it for that. But well, what are you gonna do? The Giants just stunk. Everybody's like, oh yeah, they're gonna go to the playoffs. Nope. They just stunk the entire year. I can only imagine what they're gonna do this year. I mean, Barkley's pretty much gone. Daniel Jones, overrated, overpaid schmuck that he is, coming back from, his bad neck injury he got against the Cowboys. Don't know how he's going to play, probably like shit. I mean, the backup was pretty good, I'll give him that, but still, the team looked like shit. And freaking Brian Daboll, had a great first season. Second season, just, now he feels like how you feel in New York, huh? So, I mean, it's his third season going in with the Giants, and, I don't know. I guess, that's right, Giants fans, you face the Niners again actually it's the Jets, really, but that's going to be an amazing game. Jets and the Niners in Santa Clara, and that's definitely going to be it has to be a Sunday night game. Has to be. You can't put that on 4 o'clock. You have to put that in prime time. Rodgers and Brock Purdy. And Rodgers, I mean, if he stays healthy, he can really do what he could have done this year and had the Jets maybe win the division, go to the playoffs, and maybe do some damage against the Chiefs. But, maybe next year. Maybe, if he doesn't get hurt, but we'll see. But just remember, if you face the Niners there, Rodgers, you feel them. So, get ready, and I don't know what week that might be in, but whatever week that is, you're going down. I know the Jets are my other team, but I don't go against my brother from another mother, ever. The great man you are up there, man. That's that. Alright. So, Rock kind of talks about the Niners, saying, hey, they lost to the Super Bowl. Should they get their rematch after losing? They didn't cry about it. They dusted themselves off, and they're gonna go at it again next year. Blah, blah, blah. Then he brings up, it's in Utah, Michael Jordan crushing the Jazz, and what did the Jazz get all mad? Did they want a rematch in the NBA Finals? No, they moved on, got back to the top, which they did. But the people here don't get it because they are spoiled, entitled, crybaby bitches like Cody. Damn. So he's like, Cody, your story is over. Our story, and he turns to Roman. Our story is just getting started. The Bloodline storyline is getting started. And then he's about to, we see Heyman's like, time. And then Rock finishes it up with, if you smell... Oh, wait, whoa, wait a minute here. This ain't Sing Along with the Rock! I like how he brought that back. It's like, you're not entitled to that yet. And then he's like, if you smell it now, what the Bloodline is cooking. That was it. Rock with an epic promo. Roman didn't really have to say much. Just stood there looking pretty with the belt, letting Dwayne do all the work. And that's it. perfect promo. 5 out of 5 stars. I might be biased. I don't give a shit. But that's it. That's it. Great promo from The Rock. And I guess we'll see what Cody has to say on Monday. Because he will be there on Monday. I think Seth Rollins will be there as well. There is some segments with the Bloodline next week on Smackdown. I don't know if Rock's going to be in it. But I assume that he's going to be in at least one of them. Or both of them. Because there is 2 of them. So, we'll have to see what the Bloodline has in store next week. And then Grayson Waller is going to interview Seth and Cody in Australia at the Elimination Chamber, which I can only think that's going to set up that tag team match at Mania Night 1. So Seth's going to do double duty. So probably drop the title to Drew McIntyre or Damian Priest. And then probably come in not at 100% and face pretty much a fresh Roman and Rock. Cody be fresh because he's got nothing to do. And I pretty much think that Roman and The Rock are going to smash Seth and Cody. I think Seth might take the pin. Or there might be some miscommunication that might happen. I don't know. With The Rock and Roman that might lead into Sunday night. That Roman Cody match. Maybe that's where Rock, takes offense at what happened the night before. And comes out and Rock bombs Roman. Cody hits the 3 fucking cutter. Hits the Cody cutter into the triple threat crossroads. And then Cody might win the belt there. I hope not, but I really think I think Roman will retain still and be your champion of champions for another Ion. But I think Rock's going to cost Cody. He's going to stay heel. Or, what I think might happen, Seth's going to cost Cody, and then that's going to go all the way to SummerSlam, and then eventually Cody will lose to Seth, or Cody might beat Seth. Again, I don't know why he would win for a 4th time, but still, I would have Seth win either at Night of Champions, because I could do that at Night of Champions, and then, in turn, Cody faces The Rock at SummerSlam, and then maybe Roman continues on. I think his next big challenger will be Braun Breaker. And I think I keep saying Braun Breaker might be the guy, but it's not going to be Cody. Who is it going to be? I don't know. It's not Cody, though. Cody's not going to do it. It's just not his time, and the fans know it. The hardcore fans know it, but the Cody crybabies still think that he's going to finally finish his story. No. I mean, he will, but not for Roman's title. He'll win the big gold belt and win the WWE title. Probably around the Royal Rumble. But as far as Roman goes, pretty much after Mania, this is a dead issue. I don't want to see Cody and Roman 3. I don't want to see it. But, and then we got a month to go. I mean, the storyline is going to keep giving us a lot of hints, and is this going to happen maybe? This is going to happen? We don't know. But I think all will be told, probably on night 1, I think that will give us the final nail in the coffin and what's going to happen on night 2 with Roman and Cody in the main event. Does Rock turn? Rock stays loyal to Roman. Does Seth be loyal to Cody? Or does Seth say, well, fuck you, Cody? And then everybody's like, oh, well, Seth joined the Bloodline. No, Seth's not going to join the Bloodline. I mean, he's going to help Roman, yes, in a way, because the Shield stuff. But I don't think that we'll see Seth Rollins freaking join up with Rock and Roman, make that a mega faction, like the Bloodline faction goes stronger. Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I just don't. we move on with that. Alright, so that ends SmackDown. And it was a very good SmackDown, I thought. But let me know what you guys thought of SmackDown down below in the comment section. My final rating for SmackDown, 7.5 out of 10 stars. I thought it was an amazing show. And we're going to see what happens next week on the Go Home show for Raw and SmackDown before the Elimination Chamber next early Saturday morning. Probably right around this time Saturday morning, we'll be getting ready to watch the Elimination Chamber at 5 a.m. New York time. And don't forget, next Friday afternoon, I'll be doing my Elimination Chamber predictions. And it really doesn't matter what happens on SmackDown because the card is pretty much pretty much finalized. I mean, WrestleMania has not even been finalized. I only got 2 matches. Roman and Cody on night 2, and then Bayley and Io, which will be on night 1, most likely. And then, I mean, after that, then they're going to start formulating every match for night 1 and 2. So, might get Bianca and Jade, which I would love to see. Might get Mommy Rhea Ripley versus Becky, maybe versus Nia Jax in a 3-way dance. Walter versus maybe Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. I would say Logan Paul, Kevin Owens 2 for the United States title at Mania. Maybe Logan Paul loses the belt, hopefully, but we'll see. Tag team belts will probably be on the line if Finn and Priest retain over Tyler Bate. I think they will retain over Tyler Bate and Pete fucking Dunne. And then they will lose to R-Truth and The Miz. Got that. Like I said, Bayley and Io. Io will lose her belt, sadly, to Bayley. And then maybe in turn, Asuka and Kyrie lose the tag team belts to... Don't know. Don't know who right now. I was thinking it might be Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, but I guess that probably may not happen. I don't know who Asuka and Kyrie might lose the belts to. They might hold it till after Mania at this rate. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But that's pretty much all the titles that are on the line right now. Well, that are in WWE, that's going to be on the line. But we'll see what happens with that. Then they got, probably got the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I can care less who wins that. And some, Jade and Bianca probably go at it. And, don't know what's going to happen with Randy Orton, AJ, Eli, unless they're in the Battle Royal, which I don't think will be a great idea, but gotta give them do something. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And, you gotta worry about Sami Zayn as well, so. I don't know how it's gonna work out at the Chamber, and coming out of the Chamber, as we get to the February 26th edition of Raw, and the road to WrestleMania, which will be about, almost a month and change away, so. We'll see. But once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown, and that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, I'm tired. I'm going to bed, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for my TNA review, and that's pretty much it for the weekend. And if anything else comes your way tomorrow, or probably not maybe Sunday, if it comes up anytime before I have to go out for Sunday dinner. But if not, maybe late Sunday night when I come home from Sunday dinner, I'll do a video with some big news or something else. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But pretty much tomorrow may be my last video of the weekend. And that's pretty much it. So stay tuned for that. Please hit that bell down in the comments section. Well, it's in the comment section anyway. But please hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Subscribe to my channels, all down below, the Gobbledygook. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then please hit that like button, stick it straight up everybody's ass, because that's where it belongs. And that's it. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, if you're in the Northeast, dig out tomorrow. And be safe if you're going out. And hopefully you have a great weekend. And that's it. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cook-out. And if you're not down with that, well, you're pretty much a fuckboy. You're a fake-ass bitch. and you're a flapper, and you're just a nobody. And if you're not, if you don't believe all that, that's too bad, because we're the prophecy, we're the purge, we are way better than you, and you fucking know it. And if you're not down with that, like we said, then we all got three of the greatest words in the history of the sport and in life itself. Those 3 words are, my friends, fuck you, man! And that's it. Until next time, peace.